What is up, YouTube? Got a few things in here, and the last time I did a Johnny Lightning video, somebody had commented on why don't I show the stuff I have in my Johnny Lightning Dukes of Hazzard collection. So, having found some new cars, I figured now is the time to do that. So, I dug out this tote, which took me quite some time, and thought I would go through and show you guys some of these series of cars that I have from this Dukes of Hazzard series, which came out in the mid-2000s, right around the time that they did the movie remake of the TV show. And we're going to start here with Series 1, which is probably the easiest series to find. Focus, and it just won't. I'm trying to do this one-handed. But this here is Daisy's Roadrunner. See if I could fix that a little bit. So that's her Roadrunner. This is car number 1 in Series 1, the General Lee. And it's kind of sad because with this whole Confederate flag thing going on, and you'll probably never see the Dukes of Hazzard series get remade again. Johnny Lightning did a fantastic job, but I just think they were hamstrung with budget and with, being able to advertise and stuff. Imagine Greenlight putting this out. 7 years of all cars. They would have so many cars to put out, so many variations of cars to put out. And a lot of the castings they already have. So, just would make an awesome set, but it's sad because of that Confederate flag. And this is the most wholesome show you could ever have. I mean, you never have to worry about sitting your kids in front of the TV when the Dukes of Hazzard's on and worry about what they're watching, because they're watching good, clean, old-fashioned television. It's a shame. But, enough of me ranting. That's the General Lee, world-famous General Lee. Then you got Cooter's 70 Camaro, which was used in one of the episodes. You can see there the cars. I do have the full Series 1. Like I said, it is kind of... I got lucky and got this in a trade a number of years ago when the Hot Wheels Collectors website forums were up. Used to do a lot of good trading with a lot of good people. I missed that. CJ5 Jeep. You got Roscoe's patrol car, which is kind of a shame that they used this car in the first season, but mainly it was this body style Monaco that they had through the majority of the series. And just a plain white car with the red and blues on top and a gold star on the door. And they did come out with that later. It was not on a Dukes of Hazzard card. It was, I believe, in the Forever 64 series that came out, which is kind of one of the last runs before Johnny Lightning went away for a while. So it's kind of a shame that they didn't have that casting, but we get the original one here from the original first season, which is kind of cool. And then the last car in Series 1 is the Dirty General Lee, which is another great casting. And these have gone up in price, especially the General Lees. I mean, if you find one for under $50, you're stealing the thing. But yeah. So I'm kind of a little upset that I didn't buy more of these back when I had a chance. I remember when I've had a lot of chance to buy some of these cars that are $30, $40 for under $10, and for some reason I didn't. But hey, those are the breaks. So I buy them whenever I see a deal. Dukes of Hazzard Release 4 Chevy Vega Carnival of Thrills. Love that box with all the box art. You can put the car in afterwards. So this is Series 4. We're kind of skipping over 2 and 3. Like I said, it's just a random... this car here is from Series 3, which I almost have all the cars from. I am missing the number 2 General Lee, and I am missing the number 5 Fitchburg police car. Actually, I do have that car loose. So you'll see the rest of those cars in Series 3 in just a second. We got here from Series 3, the 00. Mustang, supposedly the only car that ever beat the General Lee. That was this car's claim to fame. And then you got a version of Enos's police car, or race car they call it, also a Series 3. Got a couple of those. Here's another one. I bought one online one day and not realizing that I already had it. Here's another. Well, we'll do this one here because this one's a Series 3 car. This is probably not probably, but definitely one of the rarest cars in the whole series. I'd say Cooter's tow truck, probably the hardest and most expensive. That one's going for upwards of $150 This one here is about the same, a little less. I've seen it go for $150, but they've come down to around $100. I got lucky, $55 shipped to my door. I thought that was a hell of a deal. Unfortunately, Uncle Jesse does not drive this style of truck. He does not drive a Chevy. He drives a Ford. It's a mid-70s F100. So, but still, cool there. Look at Uncle Jesse feeding the pig. Classic. And another Uncle Jesse car from one of my favorite episodes, The Day of Shining Roses, where Uncle Jesse and Boss Hogg, the two old moonshine runners, decide that one was better than the other. One could outdrive the other, and the two old guys got some cars together, souped them up, and went racing. So, this car here, called Black Tilly, was a car Cooter got for Uncle Jesse. And again, you see the box there, which is awesome. And it's just a black Ford Mustang sleeper style. And one of my newer cars is a Series 2 release called the Gray Ghost, which is a 68 Chevrolet Camaro that was piloted by Boss Hogg, who, if you guys didn't know, he ran the town and was kind of the bad guy in the series. But he was also an old friend of Uncle Jesse's, and yes, friend. They ran moonshine together. So those were the two old bootlegger cars that they ran in season 2. And then you got Huey Hogg's Volkswagen Bug convertible. Huey Hogg was a miniature, younger version. It's Boss's nephew, who dressed just like Boss Hogg in a all-white suit. Boss Hogg drove a white-on-white Cadillac convertible. So Huey Hogg, being the younger and not as rich version, had his white-on-white Volkswagen Bug. So that was pretty cool. Don't know why Huey Hogg is not in the picture there. And same there. Where's Boss Hogg? That's Boss Hogg's car, but no Boss Hogg. It doesn't even say that is Boss Hogg's car. And all of these cars I forgot to mention are limited to 1 of 10,000, which doesn't make them extremely rare. I would beg to differ that some of the later series cars, like Cooter's pickup truck and stuff, the Series 5, that I bet you 10,000 of them didn't even get made. So you got here Enos's patrol car, which is kind of the same as the Series 1 Roscoe's patrol car, except for this one has black hubcaps, and this one has all chrome hubcaps, and that's about it. But yeah, so this here is Enos's patrol car. And I have a few loose ones that I was able to acquire in a trade a number of years ago on the now defunct Hot Wheels collectors forums. And this car came from a supposed collector in a unbelievable state. This car was basically just thrown in a box, came all the way from Oregon in a box with nothing but 2 crumpled up paper towels, and literally when you jiggled the box you could hear metal on metal, the cars crashing together. I was appalled, to say the least. Kind of bummed. And the guy was supposed to send me a bunch of cars to make up for it, and he never did, but what are you gonna do? Yeah, this one here kind of got it pretty bad too. Oh yeah, by the way, this is a Fitchburg police car from I believe Series 3. Fitchburg was a town over, and here's the Springville, which is another town over. Beautiful, beautiful car there. The white and the baby blue with the gold accents and the tan interior, just the push bars, the light, the mirror, marker lights, all metal, rubber tire. Awesome, awesome cars. And then you have here another version of Enos's police car, another Monaco. And then you have here Roscoe's camouflage patrol car. One of his episodes, he camouflaged his car. And probably one of the rarer cars that I have, besides Uncle Jesse's Uncle Jesse's pickup truck, is this Daisy Duke Roadrunner. One of her episodes, the later episodes. I believe this was a Series 5 car, one of the harder ones to find. I believe in that Series 2 is where Cooter's tow truck is. I'm sorry, I can't talk. But yeah, this is a pretty rare piece and commands quite a bit on the secondary market. But it's an awesome, awesome car. So it's your boy Dreadnought. More videos to come. Thank you for joining me. Peace out.